like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready, let's go.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Stopped on the play by Connor Gordon. You look at this Browns defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Gibbs will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack. And now it's blocked. The Browns have it. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. So after all that, it's just your everyday 6-2 ball game.
And let's think about how important that can turn out to be, because remember, it's not just a 2-point swing. It's a 3-point swing. I'm just wondering, you think they can load the bases and hit a home run and tie it up?
Well, I was going to ask you, I can't remember the last time that I've seen a 6-2 score in football.
Me either. I've been racking my brain on that one. 6-2? Not often.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Play fake, and here's Dart. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. He's going to use his legs here. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
It's a gain of 5.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the give. Now it's Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. To the air, Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Dolphins' 7-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Nick Folk for the point after. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. On play action, here's Shedeur. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he can minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
They're now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. They juked him. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Some people playing defense in this one. There's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And he will get into the end zone, so the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Sanders to throw. This ball nearly intercepted. Oh, once in a season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Here's Dart. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now Dart. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing his Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
22-yard line.
Here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. That's caught by Myers. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Browns. Jakobi Myers, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Browns 24, Dolphins 6.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Well, dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and a couple. Play action. It's Sanders.
And his throw here is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackmon. And the Browns are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They go play action with Dart. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing, Dart.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a gain of 2. And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Throwing his dart.
That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on first and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll go play action here with Dart.
That's caught left side. Myers with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
To throw, Dart.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they open the lead up now to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
To throw now, here's Sanders.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here is third down and 4. To throw is Sanders. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And they can't bring him down. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing, Sanders.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Looking to put a drive together. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 76 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play fake, and here's Dart.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 31, here's second down and 3. Dart.
Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And this is going to be intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A toss out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And a pretty nifty hurdle, but couldn't do much else as he's brought down. Second and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and goal.
And now an audible here into something else. Looking to throw, Dart.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jacoby Myers with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 141 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
And they'll run it with Gibbs.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
Now Sanders. He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's a give to Barkley. A little juke. And here now a spin.
Down the left sideline. He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
46, Dolphins 20.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Ready? Press all 80. Hot 70. Hot 70.
Sanders to throw. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Sanders. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the fourth. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Ashton Davis on the tackle. It's a gain of 5.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.